Alright guys, the day has finally come. I'm going to be replacing the rear bib on my bike. It's a 2021 TE300 and the rear bib has about 100 hours on it and it's time to do it. You can just see that the tire is wobbling and then the bead itself of the tire is not seating fully on the rim, and I think that's just because the bib is worn out, it's shrunk over time, and it won't let the tire kind of be seated where it's supposed to be. So it's gonna put up a fight, I know that for sure. I usually do this with someone else, but today it's just me. So help me take this thing off. We'll try to go step by step, and yeah, stay with me. Let's get started. Alright guys, so I got everything set up. I got my tire here. I got it up on the stand here, which is just a basic stand from Harbor Freight. It's for a bench grinder. It works really good. All I do is just put a little towel underneath and we're good to go. I got all my tools here. I got all my spoons. I got another one right here and a smaller one. So all sorts of sizes and shapes. And I use WD-40 around the rim. I feel like it really helps me. And you can use soapy water, but I just like to use WD-40 because it's pretty slippery. So anyway, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna de-bead tire from the rim here, and we're gonna take it from there. And one thing is we're gonna start away from the rim lock, which is on this side. So I'm gonna work my way slowly around the edge here, and I'm gonna flip it over and do the same thing, and then we should be able to pull out the rim and the mousse itself. You can already see how loose it is. I didn't step on it or anything like that. I'll go in with the second spoon, do the same thing. I'm going to take a third one, just like that. Now the trick is you want to take little bites. Little bites gets you a long way. And the further you go, the easier you'll get. Just those first 5 bites or so. All right, we got our rim lock here. I'm not going to take it off the whole way. I'm just going to loosen it so that it can flip around. All right, this side is out. Let's flip it over. Repeat. Again, I'm going to start on the opposite side of the rim lock. And the best way to kind of get into the tire is putting your iron between the knobs. That'll just let you get inside a little bit further. Coming out like butter. All right, next thing, I'm gonna stand it up and slam it down to one side to kind of push the rim inside the tire. You can see that it's fully seated inside. Next, I like to do this on the floor. So now you kind of have to wrestle the rim out. So if you just tug on it, it'll start coming out. But you want to tug on the part that is not inside the tire. So here's the bottom of the rim inside, so I'm going to tug on the opposite side. All right, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to seat the rim with the rim lock, that side into the tire, and then I'm going to pull on the opposite side. There it is. A little bit of force, comes right out. All right, so here is the tire. All what's left now is to get this bib out of here, which you just need to slide your hand in there, pull it right out. All right, there it is. All right, well, my board broke on me, but you can see that this bib, see, has like an arch right here. So that's been beaten inside of the rim itself. I feel like that also allows the tire to come inside. And just overall here, we're gonna compare it with the brand new one. All right, here's a brand new one. I feel bad getting it dirty, but you can see the difference. Like, look how thick this one is, how small this one is. Definitely shrunk over time. This one's perfectly round on the inside here, and the old one, obviously, is all worn out. So, we're gonna get this new one installed. All right, so your brand new Mousse is gonna come with a set of instructions here. Make sure you read that. And it's gonna come with a tube of cooling gel. So that's why the other one was just full of grease, which is pretty much just this cooling gel, because these mousses tend to heat up when you go fast, and this gel cools it down a little bit. So you gotta cake this whole thing, the brand new Mousse, in this grease or gel, shove it inside the new tire, and then we're gonna start mounting it on the rim. All right, so this Mousse is ready to be put back inside the tire. I just took some time and I cleaned out the inside of my old tire that I'm gonna be reusing. All I did was I just dumped some fuel on the inside here, just kept sloshing it around, wiping it down, adding fresh fuel. And that really cleaned up all the grime, all the sand, and the old gel that was in here. What I'm gonna do now is take my spare tube and I'm just gonna dump some lube inside here, get it all coated up, and then we're gonna put the bib inside this tire. All right, Mousse is installed. We are ready for the rim. All right, so I got the wheel all back together, got it back on the bike. Everything looks really good. The bead itself looks really good. It's sitting where it's supposed to be. There is one little spot where it's still kind of tucking in a little bit further than it should be, but that's because I reused the tire, and I feel like this tire was used to being around the old Mousse, which is a lot smaller. So it's a little bit warped, but I feel like maybe if I ride it around a little bit, it might kind of pop back to where it's supposed to be. So ideally, you should be changing out your tire as well. That way everything is fresh, everything is seated where it's supposed to be. But I just wanted to use this tire a little bit more. I flipped it around because there is still a square edge on the other side of the tire. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was informative. Don't be afraid to change out your own Mousse. Just get a bunch of spoons, a bunch of irons, and you should be good. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.